Gemini said. When I first got my superpowers, I just clenched my right hand, and the scrap car behind me was crushed into a ball. This intense mental power gave me the skill of telekinesis. For an ordinary guy, suddenly possessing such godlike power inevitably changed my mindset. I was originally a socially awkward, introverted boy, and my mother was bedridden all year round, and my father was a drunk who would resort to domestic violence whenever he was in a bad mood. Because I grew up in that kind of family environment, I kept a very low profile, and that actually made me a prime target for the school bully. When I had nothing else to do, I liked to record my life with a camera. The day of the school party, I was walking around filming everything like usual, but the bully thought I was filming his girlfriend. So without a word, he dragged me onto the lawn and beat me to a pulp. Just then, classmates Steve and Matt happened to walk by, and they helped me up off the ground. Seeing me with my camera, Steve invited me to go film something cool. It turned out they had found a hole in the forest that looked bottomless and had weird sounds coming from it every now and then. Both of them ignored my objections and insisted on exploring the cave, so I had no choice but to follow them. After walking for about half an hour, a light finally appeared ahead. But that wasn't an exit. It was a cluster of glowing blue crystals. These things didn't look safe, but Steve moved closer anyway. As he placed his hand on the crystal, the blue glow suddenly turned red, and right after that, his nose started bleeding. The next day, the three of us met up again, because we realized something was wrong with our bodies. Matt told me to stand in the clearing, and then he threw a baseball. Since touching the crystal, all three of us had gained the power of telekinesis. To figure out why this happened, we went back to the forest, only to find the deep pit had been filled in and was being guarded by police. We had no choice but to stop crying and started using our powers for fun. At first, this telekinesis was pretty useless, and we just used it to grab snacks or to scare little kids at the supermarket. But gradually, Steve noticed the power was growing. With just a simple thought, we could easily move a car. We just thought it was a blast, but on the way home, a car kept honking behind us. I handed the camera to Steve, intending to mess with the driver. I never expected that my willpower had already become this strong. The three of us quickly jumped into the river and pulled the driver out. Then the police arrived at the scene, but they simply defined the accident as a traffic mishap caused by slippery roads in the rain. After the police left, Matt set a rule, forbidding us from using our powers on living things. Otherwise, once someone found out, you could imagine how it would end. And in the days that followed, we could only go to the deserted wilderness to keep developing new ways to use our telekinesis.